Hello and thanks for watching my video update. We had another busy week in the House of Representatives with much attention focused on Irma and damage in Florida, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean. Let me say my thoughts and prayers are with all those suffering from that devastating storm. We are here with you. One item that disturbed me was hearing how much airlines made enormous ticket price increases as people were trying to flee from the hurricane's path. After reports on social media of fares going up by more than 6 times their initial cost, I grew very concerned. While some airlines started voluntarily capping their ticket fares, we cannot let this happen again. That is why this week I introduced the Airfare Act. This bill says that when a state like Florida or a territory like Puerto Rico declares a disaster, airlines flying out of there cannot hike ticket prices by more than 30%. And the Department of Transportation could reduce that cap even further if they think it's necessary. The fact is, if tickets get too expensive when a hurricane or other disaster is approaching, some people who might otherwise have left could stay, creating a danger to human life. That is unacceptable. So I will be working with my colleagues in coming weeks to push this legislation forward. Congress has also been continuing its appropriation work. I was proud this week to pass an amendment boosting funding for small business development centers. These counseling centers spread throughout the United States help existing businesses grow and new ventures get off the ground, creating jobs along the way. Unfortunately, some Republicans have repeatedly pushed for cuts to these initiatives. Instead, my amendment actually boosts funding for this program for the first time in several years. At a time when more and more Americans are going into business for themselves, we should be investing in entrepreneurship programs, not cutting them. I will keep fighting for resources like this. And that is another reason I will also oppose deep tax cuts for the wealthy that harm everyone else. We simply cannot afford to slash valuable programs simply to finance bigger tax cuts for Donald Trump parties. Of course, this week, DACA and immigration remain top of mind. With the White House decision last week to roll back DACA, many immigrant communities are deeply concerned. That is why I held an emergency town hall in Brooklyn last week. On Saturday, I'm holding a similar event, this time in Chinatown, Manhattan. That event is at 3 p.m. at Houston Street, 273 Bowery. Again, that is Saturday, 3 p.m. at 273 Bowery. Beyond educating the public, all of us must keep pushing for a long-term fix to protect these young people. Just last night, there was breaking news that Leader Pelosi and Chuck Schumer have the broad contours of an agreement with the president to see DACA passed by Congress. Importantly, Leaders Pelosi and Schumer made clear that such an agreement would not include a border war, something Democrats strongly oppose. The situation is still fluid and there is no final deal yet, but we are making progress. I have co-sponsored legislation to make DACA the law of the land. You can be sure, until that happens, I will keep pushing this issue relentlessly. We have a moral obligation to protect these dreamers, our young people. Speaking of young people, young New Yorkers of all backgrounds face challenging times, whether it is a tide of student loan debt or skyrocketing rents, these are tough times for young people entering the job market. I have put together another event for Tuesday in Bushwick, focused on the needs of younger New Yorkers. That discussion will be at Great Hall at May Day. The address is 176 St. Nicholas Avenue in Bushwick. It starts at 6 p.m. Next week, members are back in their district for the Rosh Hashanah holiday. So you will see me throughout the community all week and working in my district offices. I hope to see you soon. In the meantime, thanks for watching and happy Rosh Hashanah for all those observing the holiday.